I was volunteering at a particular site, and we were all gathered to take the transportation to the site, and it was me. I was, I think, the youngest person there. Maybe there was one other younger person, but there were a lot of older people, and all this ageist stuff started coming into my head. And I was overhearing one person having a big discussion about lawnmowers, and somebody else was crocheting, and another person was having a discussion. And I really unconsciously demoted them. I really made all kinds of assumptions about who these people were and what they were doing in the world and what their impact was. And then it turned out that lawnmower man was a mayor of the city that we were in. And crochet person was a forensic chemist. And somebody else was a biochemist at UC Berkeley. And it like through the list and again and again and again. So I could have gone home and based on those conversations, if I'd only had those first conversations and not spent a day with them, I might have come home and said, "Oh, I spent the day with these people. I felt so youthful. They were so old. They felt so like out of it." And then it turned out that these were all people who were so serious and thoughtful and knowledgeable and having this effect on the world, right? So luckily, I just held especially because I was new and I wasn't there with anybody else. I bit my tongue and I used those open questions I'd just given a talk on unconscious emotion. So I remembered to use those open ended questions, and that's how I learned these things. But I think that's a kind of example of how, in any situation, you might um, be not drawing people in or being respectful or being um, thoughtful about what somebody else is bringing to the place where you're coming as your whole self, but you don't know what somebody else is bringing, and those snap judgments can be really wrong.